What is up, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Spin Tires for some more sled pulls, and this time we're going to do them properly, because in the last video, I will admit I forgot completely to turn the sleds into pull mode. That's why they were so easy to pull. They weren't that easy to pull because the trucks were powerful or had enough grip. No, they were just not in pull mode. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll move ahead from that, and we will give this a shot and see what they're actually like to pull when they're not in pull mode. So I'm going to go ahead and put this first sled on 5,000. We'll put on 5,000, and then we're going to change back to the Ford. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure, we're going to make absolutely positively sure that we're on pull mode with this winch. So I need to figure, there we go. Okay. And pull. So now we should be good. We should be 100% good. We get into it and see what happens. Wait a minute. You can't be serious. Is it literally like... Oh, well, no. Yeah, okay, because it's digging in. It's trying to pull it. It's digging in. And so that's on 5,000. And it's really trying. Like, you can see the back of the truck squatting down and really sitting down trying to actually move the sled. So if that's what 5,000 is like, then it's gonna be fun to try to use the to try to see what they'll do on like 10,000 or 1250 or more, or well 12,500. But still, damn, that's okay. That's a big difference, and it really makes a difference in like in how much they have to freaking work. Like, God. Almost there. And across, well, the front axle is across the line, and I'm going to count that. So, okay. The other Ford has a little bit more of a difficult task on its hands, because the other Ford has to pull a little bit more weight. The other Ford is going to have to pull. We're going to start it off with, let's see, we're going to start it off with 7,500, 10,000. Let's start it off with 7,500. Work our way up kind of, you know, a little bit at a time. So 7,500 on that sled, and pull mode. Use the parking brake to do a boosted launch, and go. Oh my God, this one shifted up to second. The other one on 5,000 stayed in first. This thing is a monster. God, this thing really hauls. Just puts its power to the ground and goes. Crap, I was trying to get it into high. I was like, if I can somehow get it into high really quick after it shifts into second, then maybe we can really put some power down. But it's really hard to get these trucks to go into high when you have that much weight behind you. I mean, really, it's like, it's really a big deal to try to get it to go into high if you've got that much weight behind you. Now, let's see. Winch source. We need to get rid of that. What we really need to do is drive one of these back. To the start point. The only problem is when there's that much weight on the front, they become finicky. They become really finicky. But you can't rescue. God dang it. Alright. Do we really have to pull it back? That's annoying. That's really annoying. And it's not even that we have to pull it back, it's just we have to guide it back. And we can use that. That's why, I mean, like, this little Jeep is just kind of here for, like, I guess extra support just in case we need it. And by the way, I had like there were a couple of people that were like, dude, that's not a JK, it's a TJ. And I was like, this is a JK. This is a JK, not a TJ. I don't know what the deal was with that. Maybe they were talking about a different Jeep. But still, this is a JK. Alright. That's an acceleration mode. Okay, cool. So it's going to drive under its own power, and we can back it up back to the start line. Now, only problem is we got to keep the Jeep going in a straight line. And you almost need, like, if I was going to do this in multiplayer, I would have 2 people running trucks and then 2 other people literally in just, you know, in vehicles like this to just lead the sleds back to the start line. Because if you don't have people to lead the sleds back to the start line, you kind of get into this weird, like situation of, okay, we pulled them to the end, now what do we do? You know, like, now what do we do? Our sleds are at the other end of the course. What are we supposed to do now? So we're almost there, though. The Jeep does a really good job of getting these things backed up, so shouldn't really have to worry about anything in regards to getting these back. Uh-oh. When you start to get to that part, though, it gets tricky. As long as it doesn't hop the curb, which it looks like it is hopping the curb. Damn it. When they hop the curb, that's bad. Because it's hard to manage these whenever they hop over that curb. Okay. We're going to go ahead and drive to the side and try to recenter it. We've somewhat recentered it. Somewhat. This is not bad. Now if we can just pull it back the rest of the way in a straight line. Or I wonder if we can even back it up. And probably the biggest part of the problem is that it's uphill. That's by far the biggest part of the problem, is that it's uphill. And there's nothing to winch to either. That's the biggest thing that bothers me, is that there's nothing to winch to. And since there's nothing to winch to, it continuously goes to that side. Still nothing close enough. Like, no, where are you going? It just pulled itself into us. Brilliant. God, I feel like there's got to be a better way. There has got to be a better way to do this. I'm just not sure what it is. I mean, I'm genuinely not sure what it is. Well, that works. That works a hell of a lot better than anything else we've tried. And really, we're here, so all we should have to do is go right to there and then pull you straight back. So, at that point, we should have no problem at all getting this thing, like, reworked with the weights and getting it back going the other direction. Come on, there you go. Alright, so, it's in the garage. We don't really have to be concerned about it anymore. We can take this weight off, and, okay, that's the 5,000. Now we're going to put the 10,000 on it. The 10,000, oh god, no, I don't want, oh jeez, I don't want that camera. What the hell? Alright. The 10,000 is going to be nuts. And I'm expecting, let's see, the CCS F350, I think, is going to have a little bit of admittedly, a little bit of a tough time with the 10,000, because the 10,000 pound weights are a lot of weight. They really are. And this truck, like, we pulled it on 5,000 before, and it was really, like, the whole back end was squatting, like, all the way down. So, biggest thing, I think, is if we can get the traction. If we can get the traction, and also, whether or not we pull a wheelie as well. Whether or not we pull a wheelie does play a little bit of a role. So, pull, and build up a little bit of boost, and then go. It's really digging down. Oh my god, it is plowing. It's plowing, but the truck is pulling it. I mean, it's still got enough power to dig in and pull. God, it really does. The trick is going to be if you can get them to go into high, because I guarantee you if you get one of these trucks to go into high, it will do a wheelie with that thing behind it. I just need to figure out how to actually get into high that fast. I need to get the other shifter again, because every time I cleared my spin tires out, I misplaced that shifter. If you guys don't know, there's another shifter option you can get, which basically makes it so all the gears are like, it's like an H pattern, basically. It puts them all straight in front of each other, and it makes it really, really easy to get through the gears fast. But that was a lot more difficult. Look, the back wheels aren't even spinning. This literally just dragged it all the way to the end of the course. So it did better than I thought, though. It did a lot better than I thought, and I'm pleased with it, and I'm impressed. So let's go ahead and grab the Jeep to pull the other one back to the start line, and then from there we can go ahead and switch out the weights, and we'll probably put something pretty ridiculous on there. We'll probably put something really, really, really heavy, like a Hellcat. You don't even need weight sleds. Just get the truck to pull a Hellcat from one end of the track to the other. Come on, come this way. Come this way, this way, this way, this way. That thing is really hard to manage. It's trying to go literally the exact opposite way of where I was trying to get it to go. God, why are these things so freaking difficult to manage? And I wish you could just drop the weight off or rescue. Like, that, if you could freaking rescue back to the garage, that would be so much more convenient. Like, you have no idea how much more convenient that would be. But we should be able to put down a little bit more traction and a little bit more torque to get it pulled back to the start line. Alright, we ready? Let's go. And because of the fact that we're a little bit closer to the actual, oh, come on. We're a little bit closer to the actual truck, so, or like the actual sled than we were before. Okay, see, it shifted up into second gear. It's just, I think, the way the sled is kind of designed, combined with the way the track is designed, it's really weird, and it doesn't like to stay on that straight particular path. But when you tow it backwards like this, it ends up being pretty much fine compared to, like, if you try to tow it in reverse. It's really hard. It's really, really hard when you try to tow it in reverse. It's really bad. That should be far enough for it to count. Please tell me it's far enough. Okay, perfect. Alright, 7,500 gone. 1250 or straight to 15. I'm not sure, actually. I want to go straight to 15. I really do. Okay, perfect. Stop right there. You know what? Screw it, just go straight for 15,000 pounds. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, this F-350 has more than its work cut out for it. It has a monumental task to do now. A seriously, seriously monumental task. Like, my god, this is gonna be crazy. Alright, you wait right there. Pull mode. Build a little bit of boost. Oh, I tried to get it into high. I really did. It grabbed, too. I know how we can do this. I know how we can get it into high. We have to give ourselves just a little bit more winch room and then back up. Alright, ready? Come on. Oh my god, it literally died. Like, when we put it in high, the whole truck literally just died. God, I mean, it pulls it, though. It's not really getting out of first, as opposed to, like, last time it got into second, but god, it's really hauling that. That is ridiculous. Seriously ridiculous. Like, I give this truck huge props now. Like, for what it's able to do, that's nuts. That is really nuts. I mean, I think the other Ford would probably have a few issues with towing 15,000. But, like, this one, it'll stay in first, but it digs in and goes like no other truck that I've pretty much ever driven. Like, this thing really, really pulls. It really, really pulls. So, if you guys enjoyed this updated sled pulling video, don't forget to hit that like button. Tell me in the comments below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later. And I hope you guys enjoyed.